We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
You know we've been working, yeah, we've been working, yeah, we've been. Last night I took my pen and my pencil and took a trip out the universe. Versus sweeter than cinnamon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the break room. My name is Aisha. I'm your host, and welcome to a segment in connection to the Grounded Bag podcast. And today we're going to be having another serious conversation, but also reacting to a video from the Steve Harvey show. And it is, should moms keep kids away over late child support? And I'm going to give a Gen Z perspective because I'm a child who was raised by a single parent mom, and child support and inconsistencies and all of that stuff I know all about. I didn't personally experience it as the parents, but I know the perspective of the child. So I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are from both parents and child in the comments, because this is going to be a very important subject matter and I want us to be serious, but also still intentional. But before we get into it, if you have not already planted roots, stop renting and go ahead and plant roots and put your feet in the ground. And please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, share, and comment, and hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any video that is published. And most importantly speaking, please make sure that you know that we are here to support you. This is a safe space. You got a couch, you got an extra chair, you got a table with some chairs, and pull up if this is your lunch break. Hey, if it's your dinner, what's up? You survived today, huh? If it's your morning, we gotta get to work. We gotta get to work. And then break room is in the afternoon, is at night, but not during the morning. But if you can watch us in the morning, please do. So please go ahead and do that. And also, wait a minute. Stay tuned to more podcast content on Spotify and all streaming platforms for the Grounded by podcast. I will be sharing exclusive content on there, and I will also be sharing shorts on my YouTube channel as well as on social media. So follow me on TikTok, Instagram, as well as X, Rooted with Aisha, and you will find my beautiful face as well as what I'm posting because I love shows, and we're gonna be talking about some more stuff, believe me. So let's go ahead and get into today's video, because ultimately speaking, I want your thoughts, and I also want to really have a real serious conversation about this subject matter. So let's go ahead and start. Let me go on mute. Let's see. And the video is about, let's see. We're going to stop it at the 3-minute and 54-second mark. We're going to stop it because it's an 11-minute segment, but we just want to see that part. Okay, let's get into it.
I have a 5-year-old daughter that I share with my ex-husband, who now lives on the other side of the country. They have a great relationship, but he wants me to send her out to him, and I have a problem with that for 2 reasons. 1, he's not stable. 2, he's actually living with the girl that he cheated on me with. But I want her to have a relationship with her dad. That's very important for me. So my question is, am I being selfish for not sending her out there?
See, this is what the real problem is. The problem ain't him and him not being stable. You trying to find some more reasons not to send him. Yeah. You only got one reason, her. Yeah. Her. She the reason.
No, not necessarily, because it's him in general.
You can say what you want to say. Go ahead. I'm listening, though. Go ahead. This is what Hey Steve is about. Come on, let's have this little therapy session. Come on, say it.
Stop. And it's just him in general more so. Like, I wouldn't mind him coming out here and hanging out with his daughter. Like, he doesn't have to stay with me. Like, none of that. But my problem is, how am I going to get to my daughter if there's a problem and you're unstable already as it is?
Well, see, he can't come here.
He doesn't want to. He's trying to be petty with me.
Oh, he's trying to be petty.
He's like, send her to me. And I'm like, no.
Well, these women are saying go with her. See, she ain't ready. She ain't ready. She ain't ready for that.
But why do I have to do that? If I have her full time and I pay for everything, I take care of everything. Why do I have to get on the plane?
See, audience. This segment is called Hey Steve. I'm sitting up in here listening to y'all. You need to fly out there to see if he got a stable environment. Then have him come to the hotel. Then you say, well, why I got to fly out there? Because he being petty, I'm going to be petty up. I understand. So you have a dilemma. You want your daughter to have, is he a good father?
Yeah, she loves her dad.
Okay, no, is he a good father?
Emotionally?
See, I got he loves her.
Emotionally, yeah, emotionally.
Oh, but financially he don't send the money?
No, he doesn't do that, and he doesn't really call too frequently, like she would have to call him.
Well, we starting to lose points now. See. Now, when a man don't pay child support, you should not withhold the child. Right. Because a child cannot be a pawn. The relationship between the child and the father is not an economic one. The child knows nothing about that. So when you withhold the child's visitation rights because of money, you wrong. You don't know what the cat going through. Probably lost everything in the divorce anyway. So now he ain't got nothing. Now he don't have the money. You can't keep a child away from a man because he don't have child support payments. That's wrong, because the relationship for the daughter is to feel a man's love that's genuine and sincere, so she grows up and understands what to look for when she's looking for a man. So that right there, you got to be careful of that. So now you only have one child?
Yes.
Oh yeah, see. My best suggestion is to go with her and then have him come and spend all the time he want at the hotel. That's the only way you're gonna feel safe. And then, you have some control. You keep her all day, and I need to see her by such and such time. Then if you don't see her by such a time, then you know where to go.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Now, let's just breathe, take it in, because that subject matter is very important. Because on a personal standpoint, my mother never kept me away from my father, with a capital lowercase f, not a capital. Because one, I'm number 11. Okay, so he had a lot of kids, so I was not the first child he had, and the relationship between my mother and father was not squeaky clean, and neither was it perfect. And when you know that someone is mistreating you and harming you and physically harming you as well, you want to protect your child. So my mother did not keep me away from my father. She allowed him to see me. She gave opportunities for him to be a part of graduations when I was younger and a part of my life. But the inconsistency, mm-mm. Even when I was younger, I picked up on some things. The lack of genuine security, where I didn't feel unsafe when I was around him, but I felt that there was an instability. And as I grew up, I saw it even more. My mother did not put words in my head. She didn't make me feel as if she didn't. I saw. That's the thing. I was that child to see. And in terms of the case study that we just saw, her examples of how he was in his character gave everything to me. Because why would you, just speak from one perspective, why would you allow your daughter to be around the same woman that you cheated on her mother with, calling her, hey, Miss Claire, hey, Miss Brittany, hi, treating it as if it's a friendly situation? And the foundation was already jacked up. Because if you're gonna have the audacity to, if he did it or not, I'm just doing a hypothetical. If you're gonna have the audacity to bring your child around someone that you cheated on their mother with, knowing good and well that that's not even your wife, she doesn't even have a title, she doesn't have a position, so there's a possibility that this is not going to work long term, and you're going to keep bringing Britneys in her life, that creates an instability, and that lets your daughter know that you're a ladies' man, you're a Machiavelli, you are a man that's not to be trusted. That's strike one. Why would you want the mother of your child to inconvenience her life if she has a job to bring her to you, when you could come to her and spend time with your daughter? That's not your wife. That's not your importance. That's a girlfriend. That's a side piece. Why would you expect your child to be an unaccompanied minor? It doesn't matter if the flight attendant is going to wash the kid and give her plastic wings and give her some snacks. She's an unaccompanied minor on a plane with a whole bunch of individuals that she don't even know. God forbid the plane crashes. Then what? A mother's without a daughter, and you're left, hopefully, you feel guilty about something with a daughter that you were supposed to protect. And she was on a plane and she died. There's so many stories that could have happened here, but I want us to not forget the humanity of it all and how we have to not operate in emotional turmoil when we're having children and there's a divorce or a separation and how to do it civilly without harming the child. I see the mother's point. I don't see his point because one, we don't even know who the man is, but his rationale to send the child is wrong, especially if he lives in a whole nother state. Because when you do that, you make the child feel as if, oh, daddy's house is nicer than mommy's, or mommy is this and daddy's this. You give her the instability and you make her feel like she has to choose, even if you don't tell her to. Some parents do and some parents don't. It's a subconscious reality is that when a child goes to another parent's home, it's like they're adapting to their influence, their routine. And when the child is back in their primary home, it's like they're having to readapt. So that creates a whole conundrum. Both parents, even if you live in different homes, should subscribe to the same sermon and should be listening to the same word. Even if you do not agree with that person in terms of liking them because you mad, the child is the most important thing. You're not together anymore. Grow up. That's the saddest thing, is growing up is the hardest part. But when you have a child and you're not together anymore, you got to put your big boy and your big girl panties on because now that child is the most important thing. You don't want to damage or recreate trauma that we hold on to as human beings because then the child is going to recreate that trauma and have a whole child again with that same trauma and then infect the whole world with trauma on that level. So that's why it's very important that even if we look at these shows, these talk shows, as like a little kiki, these are real stories. These are real harsh realities. So let me know your thoughts. Like, do you think that the mother should have sent the child, or do you think the father should have came to see her, or do you think that the father is dead wrong? Sorry, roll my neck. But do you think the father was dead wrong to even suggest such thing? Because we're in a pivotal moment in our lives where children are vulnerable and children are being harmed and children are having to face reality for what reality is and their innocence is gone. So let's open this cold case and this case study and let's use this as an example as to and a cautionary tale of what we need to make sure that we're doing versus what we're enabling and accepting. So let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment to this YouTube channel. And there's some more break room commentary and reactions coming your way. And I'm so excited to seeing what we get into because we've been working. We have been looking, we've been finding, and we are here to provide value, but also to make sure that you all see yourself in this content that is presented because we are real people. We have real faces, real experiences, and it's not easy. We try our hardest. So now let's work together as we've been trying by ourselves. So let's try together. See you all in another episode of The Break Room and stay safe, stay blessed, and take care of yourselves, please. Bye now.
Doing all day.
Girl, nothing. Sitting up here watching TV.
Ah, where your sorry husband at?
What?
Where your sorry husband at?